Hello everybody, my name is Nade Waster.
And I'm Seepa!
And that lovely intro was made by my good friend. I can't tell you his names because I didn't get this okay with him, but we're gonna talk about the new Uprising DLC for Black Ops 2. Seepa, over to you.
Thank you. And I do realize that we're a little late. I'm sorry. I made a video myself, but
He doesn't know how to work technology, it's okay.
Well, you see, the YouTube converter files thing from Windows Media Player just did not work, and I was just pretty mad. And I don't have the gameplay saved on our hard drive, so this will be a better video. And I made it before the trailer is out. And the trailer, I must say, looks pretty sick. 4 multiplayer maps and 1 zombie map. Unfortunately, there is no DLC weapon or a DLC game mode this time around.
Everyone, I don't know how that's gonna play out with the Black Ops community, but I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. I mean, most people are more disappointed about the weapon. I mean, Turn wasn't really that good. But anyways, so we're going to start off with Studio, which is a remake of Firing Range, which I think is a really good idea. Sort of like with Hazard, they have sort of made it kind of a gimmicky location. It's a Hollywood backlot, in which they have sort of redesigned it. I believe that the castle tower is sort of that big tower in the middle. And there's like dinosaurs on it and pirates and all sorts of stuff. It looks pretty sweet.
And you can't forget the alien surprise.
Yeah, so I guess there are aliens on as well. But I'm pretty sure we all know the loadout of that, or the arrangement of that map, and that map will be pretty good. Moving on to Vertigo, it is pretty much set up in like some Indian skyscraper, which is pretty sweet. It looks kind of like Overwatch, kind of like High Rise, that sort of setting. But it definitely has that Black Ops 2 modern, high-end modern theme to it that some of these maps, including Plaza here, has. And I mean, it looks pretty good. Obviously, we don't really know how it plays. They said it does have sort of like Overwatch. It looked where a lot of areas to fall off, but and apparently some interesting flanking routes where you can jump across buildings. So once again, more areas for me to fall down in, kind of like on Die Rise. Apparently, that's their new theme. They just want me to fall down and die.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, you can't. Almost every time we play, he's the one falling off. But yeah, so next map.
And the next map is Encore, and this one is kind of weird to me. They're talking about the central stage, and essentially it is sort of like an amphitheater. It looks kind of studio-ish, or not studio. Oh goodness, what was that map called? Stadium-esque in design, except for a lot more modern Black Ops 2 style. And but it's sort of weird in that apparently there's a central stage and actually looks like an actual stadium design, and I'm not exactly sure how well that's going to play out. I hope that there's a little bit more than just sort of this random circle with a giant thing in the center. And also the center doesn't look to be that well covered, so it might just be sort of this gaping hole in the middle that is barely used. I'm a little bit concerned about that map. It looks alright. We'll have to see how it plays. Once again, I mean, no one really knows. No one's exactly seen how these maps play. We just sort of have what Treyarch says. And sometimes they act like they haven't played these maps, and sometimes they actually give us really good tips.
And if you want to play with us, that's NadeWaster36 and Seepa56. And once that DLC comes out for PS3, you want to play against us, we will rock you like we're the Rolling Stones. So
okay, let's not make promises we can't keep here. so
anyway, the fourth and final multiplayer map is called Magma. It is located in a city, but with a volcano erupting, which magma runs through the entire city. Sorry, long ride home. City. Anyways, so as we know, lava has played a big part in the new transit mode, Zombies. Quite honestly, I don't like it.
I'm not sure if there's anyone who does, so I'm not exactly sure what they're thinking with this map. But it does look sort of cool to be near a volcano.
It does. I mean, it looks kind of hectic, just like Transit was, with the lava and the people shooting at you. So I think it is kind of hectic. I'm sure the lava's gonna kill a lot of people if you don't pay attention, like we do, or don't.
I mean, I think it might be kind of the same thing that happened with the map Hydra. There was this sort of this water thing, and some people, you know, really don't pay much attention to the DLC. And when they played that map, so many people like complained about it. But I think now people have sort of gotten over themselves and sort of learned to adjust to the map. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same thing here. That, you know, the magma, you know, people are gonna be mad at it initially, but eventually people will learn to adjust.
And
And then there's the zombies map,
which is called Mob of the Dead, which might be a follow-on to Call of the Dead, but I'm not sure exactly.
It's not a direct follow-on, definitely.
Well, I mean, it's not direct, but I mean, it could have some ties. But it is seemed to be located on Alcatraz prison. For you guys who don't know what Alcatraz is, it is a prison in the middle of the harbor in San Francisco. No one has ever broken out of it except for 3 people, but they were never found, so they're presumed dead. But that held the worst of people in it. And so, with the trailer that we've seen, it was, I mean,
3 people that I don't know who, or no, 4 people trying to break out.
New people. There was a Tommy gun. There were a bunch of other new stuff. I mean, you really just need to look at it.
Yeah, the Tommy gun looks pretty sweet. I think that's going to be an awesome weapon. Someone actually mentioned that it might be a buildable. I really don't think that it would be a buildable. Yeah, I know. I don't think that it would be a buildable, but as far as Mob of the Dead, there appears to be these new weird-looking dog things.
Oh goodness.
And but I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff. I think that Alcatraz. I hope that this is a really good zombies map because we're sort of, I mean. Transit was alright, Die Rise is alright, we really need a really good map.
But I mean, if anything, if the map sucks, you can still say Alcatraz. How awesome does Alcatraz sound? Well, that wraps up our video for today. I'm Nade Waster.
And I'm Seepa signing out.
And we are going to